Mamita que me quita mi bombón.
Whoa, hi, sorry, we just made it. I'm Tom.
And I'm AJ.
And wow, do we have a great 519 show for you today.
You certainly do.
Not only do we have Temper Trap performing for us today, we also have a New Moon special right on this show. We've gone all out. We've got all the props to recreate the film right here in the studio. We've got, for example, a new moon.
Wow.
We've also got Vicky's face, sort of glittery, just like Edward Cullen's. So, and I will also be performing the show with a great deal of emotion that is unnecessary, just like the film at times.
Exactly. And of course, there is the magical moment of when I met Robert Pattinson and Taylor Lautner.
Well, hang on. I'm a little bit fed up with this because you keep going on about it, but I've seen absolutely no proof of this.
If I hadn't have met him, yeah, Robert Pattinson, I wouldn't know that he thinks cheese sounds like that. See for yourself.
No.
Okay then, you win. So let's get on with celebrating our New Moon special. Yes.
Let's do it.
Which is fundamentally us just showing you an interview a lot. So anyway, we have sent the 519 show into space. Oh yes, if you just look out of this window, you can see the far distant galaxy.
What do you think of that, Taylor? Okay, sorry, I'll move on. Now, Tay, are you like me on Team Jedward?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's as we suspected, which is why we are bringing you behind the scenes of JRPP IOLSN.
JRPPIOLSN?
That's right, AJ. Jedward-related pineapple protest incident on last Saturday night.
Harris!
Hello, Simon.
You've got a lot of explaining to do. Where did you get a pineapple from?
Owen Quigg gave it to me.
Oh, that boy was always trouble. Anyway, you were very out of line, mister. You need to apologise.
Hi, John. Hi, Edward.
Actually, I'm Edward, he's John.
Oh, you should probably stand the other way round, really, on a permanent basis, like Anton Dirk.
Enough! Actually, that's actually quite a good idea. Boys? You could have put these boys' careers in jeopardy, Harris.
I know. Guys, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. I could have put you off. Made you sing out of tune. Could have put you dancing all out of time, with John always looking at Edward, but Edward still managing to be half a second off. And make Edward do that weird kicky thing with his leg. And in general, made your performance shoddy, sloppy, and downright awful.
I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Simon, you promised you wouldn't laugh.
I'm sorry. You tell him off then.
I can't. No one takes me seriously. Stop it! Stop laughing at me! Stop laughing at Jedward! We demand to be taken seriously! Seriously! Please take us seriously!
Wow, big stuff there. I know that when I watched it, personally, I did think that we are so lucky that we have not had an incident like that occur in this very studio.
I know exactly what you mean, AJ. We've got the same big studio, same big budget, billions of people watching. Hey, Mum, how you doing? We are very lucky that we haven't had a fruit-based protest in this very studio.
2, 4, 6, 8 apples, oranges, pears, and grapes.
So, what are you doing?
I am staging a fruit-based protest.
No, you're not. Not on this show, you're not. We just talked about it. Get out. No, out you go. But before you go, where'd you get that fruit from?
Well, over there.
What? It's Temper Trap doing an arts and crafts session, drawing pictures of fruit. Get over here, Temper Trap, give it up for Temper Trap!
Get the hell over here!
I don't believe this. That is what you're doing still life drawings.
Believe it.
bad. Look at it. It's horrible. I flunked drawing in primary school.
How do you flunk drawing in
You
primary
know, like,
school?
you know, like when you get a colouring in blocks, and like you got to colour in between the lines.
Yeah.
Don't go
I
over
could
the
never
line.
do it. I was always going over.
Now, lots of people might know you from your massive single success with Sweet Disposition. Have you ever, been sat in the cinema or just watching TV and thinking, hey up, that's me. I can hear myself. I can hear my own song.
And have you ever said, A up?
2 questions in one there.
Boom.
I'll let you answer this one, Dougie.
A up? No, I can't I can't say I have.
1 question down.
No, look, I mean, I've heard it on the radio. I normally just turn it straight off, but
Why?
Why do that?
Doesn't like my voice.
I don't like my guitar playing. I don't know. But my dad, he heard it in the bank once, and I think he might have said A up. He might have, A up, that's my son.
We should really play a clip of Sweet Disposition.
Yes, we should. But because we're a short show, we can't. So I was wondering whether anyone wanted to sing a line from it.
No, you do that and I'll mime it. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Sweet disposition. It's nice.
Wondrous. Now, with a voice like that, you could actually take over the world, I think. But for those out there, like us, who can't croon our way to world domination, then panic not, because this week, Jason Derulo popped in to tell us his rules of world domination.
Hey, what's up? I'm Jason Derulo, and I am taking over the world with my new song called What You Say. If you want to take over the world, I got 5 rules for you. Swag gloves. You gotta have the gloves, man. Swag on, swag off. Without the gloves, you don't have the power. Without the gloves, you don't have the swag. You gotta sing your name. If I'm introducing myself to somebody, I'm like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? My name is Jason Derulo. Take try and hope out of your vocabulary. Never say that again. Try and hope are just traps. If you're always trying to do something, if you're always hoping to do something, it never really happens. That's all it'll ever be. You gotta stop sleeping. Learn to nap. Be a napper. If you're sleeping, what is your competition doing? What are they doing? They're working on their dance steps, They're working on their stuff. They're working on their chops. Come on. Believe in yourself. It's okay to be confident. When I say things like, I really want to change the world with my music, people are like, wow, that's a bold statement. I mean, you only have 1 song. I mean, who do you think you are? If you're not confident in yourself, nobody else will. Keep believing. That's rule number 5. Follow these steps and you can take over the world.
Was it? Huh? Oh no, I fell asleep. Oh no, my competition's dancing and learning sexier moves. AJ, stop that, please.
Oh, sorry, Tom.
Sorry, I fell asleep there. Temper Trap, what did you think of Jason Derulo's ideas?
We should really start singing our own names.
I definitely think we should.
How do you think that would go, though?
Hi, I'm Dougie. Boring. Hi, I'm Dougie.
That's where it's at.
That is where it's at.
I'd much rather have like a
Straight to the
brass
top.
section that comes into the room and it just into the room. Yeah, exactly. My name is Lorenzo. Yeah, so,
Would that not be quite expensive?
yes.
Well, now we know what you thought of those top tips. I wonder what Robert Pattinson thought about those top tips.
Right, as you can see, he's a big Jason fan. On to more pressing matters.
Okay then, because now it is time to play. Okay, so it is time to play Temper Snap.
Indeed, AJ. So the rules are very simple. You have 20 seconds in which to snap as many of the items you see before thee. But there is a twist. Before you can snap the item, you must cry its name angrily at the top of your lungs. For example, baby corn, baby corn, baby corn. Snap. Thank you.
Okay then, 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Pasta. Mermaid. Bag it.
Stop! It's over! Clearly, there has been an eggplant stroke aubergine left by Dougie. That means today's winner of the Temper Snap, I give the award for the most angry snapper from Temper Trap, who is in the 519 studio right now, to Lorenzo. There you go! Excuse me 1 second. Excuse me, as I just come over here, Lorenzo. Let's talk about the award. Any words to say? How are you feeling right now?
Well, I'd like to thank my parents for making me a particularly angry child. I'd like to thank Dougie for competing against me. That's all I got.
He's now eating bread.
Worthy opponent.
Thanks, mate.
Good sportsmanship.
Fabulous. Here we go.
Indeed. Okay, and now the moment you have all been waiting for, unless of course you are waiting for Temper Trap to perform Fader. It's when I met Robert Pattinson and Taylor from Twilight New Moon.
I'm confused here.
Hello, Robert. Pleased to meet you. I'm AJ. Pleased to meet you. How are you?
Nice to meet you too. Very good.
I'm presuming you've had a really long and boring day. I'm now going to ask you questions for you to answer in the style of Taylor, who plays Jacob. You play a super scurvy werewolf. Give us your top tip for a menacing growl.
My menacing growl would be like,
Perfect. And you are now Robert Pattinson. You play a more a mysterious, pale yet sparkling vampire. Were you jealous of Taylor's buff, tanned werewolf bod?
No, not at all, because mine is just fantastic itself.
Wow, you're so lovely. Now, you see, because we asked him a question, Robert Pattinson, and we said, what was it like playing against Britain's biggest heartthrob? And he answered in the style of you, and he said,
oh, well, you know, I was really intimidated. It was really difficult for me because, you know, I'm never going to be able to compete on the same level. And, you know, he just kind of surpasses me in every aspect. So,
wow, amazing.
I don't believe
What do you have
this.
to say to that?
Did you really?
That's true. I swear down, this is true.
What do I have to say to that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he's some pretty good competition.
Now, you're now you.
Oh, okay. I'm getting confused here.
So, I've got some fire questions for you. Fire questions. Blondes or brunettes?
That all depends. That all depends on the personality.
Either. Don't have a preference.
Slightly scary, obsessive fans, or no one fancying you at all, ever?
Slightly scary.
Do you only get slightly scary obsessive fans fancying you?
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Either or,
I
either
guess scary
or.
obsessive fans, I guess.
Pajamas or birthday suits in bed?
Ooh, a birthday suit, obviously,
Birthday
yeah.
suit.
Pajamas.
Last text message you received from a family member?
Why aren't you calling me from my mum?
If cheese was audible, not edible, what sound would it make?
No, that's just a mouse. That's rubbish. Like,
I would imagine it would make some gooey, squeezy noise. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. You got it.
Wow. Robert from Twilight there. Yes, let's take a moment to bask in its glory. And now let's move on, because we've got less than 5 minutes, and I really want to see the performance of Temper Trap Fader, who are in the performance area waiting to perform right now, AJ.
I know, but that's all for this week. Don't forget, you can join me and Tom and the rest of the 519 crew online on Monday on the BBC Switch website.
Indeed you can. So that's all from us. Give it up for our guest, Temper Trap. Take it away, Temper Trap!
We're the Temper Trap, and this song is called Fader.